Hey guys, welcome to the next video on Python tutorial for beginners. In this video, we will discuss how to create modules in Python. Now, in the previous videos, I have already discussed briefly about built-in modules and how to import a built-in module. You use an import keyword and then you use the name of the built-in module in Python. Built-in means this module is already present in Python. So we can use these built-in module in order to perform some functionality. So for example, this math module helps us to perform some mathematical operations. Now, first of all, what is a module? So it turns out that a module is nothing but a Python file. Now, to prove my point, let me just hover over this math module and just press Control and then hover over it. So right now I'm pressing Control and I'm hovering my mouse over this math on the PyCharm IDE, and now I'm going to click it. And when I click it, you will see this module is nothing but a file, right? And inside this module, we have a number of functions which we can use. For example, a cos function or a tan function or many different functions which we can use from this math module. So a module is nothing but a Python file. Now, if a module is nothing but a Python file, why don't we create a module? And it turns out that Python allows us to create our own modules. So let's create our own modules and let me show you how you can create your own module. And right now you can see in my project there is only one file, which is hello.py, and it's empty right now. Now to create a module, I'm going to just create a new file. So right click and then new Python file, and this module I'm going to name it as my functions and then press OK, and this file is created. So now I have two files in my project. One is my functions and other is hello.py. So let's say I want to create some functions inside this my functions.py file. So let's create some function. I'm going to very quickly create some very basic functions which you already know in Python. So let's say a add function which returns the addition of two numbers. And also let's create, let's say, multiply function. So multiply, and this is going to just give the product of two numbers. So let's say this is our module and it has two functions. Now somehow I need to use these two functions from my functions.py file into this hello.py file. Now as you can see, these two files are in the same directory, right? So I can import this my functions file using import and then the name of the file, which is my functions, and that's it. So in order to import a module, you just write a keyword called import and then you just write the name of the file without the extension py. Okay, so you don't need to provide any extension here, and then I can use this function. So let's say I want to print my function, which is the file name. So whatever file name you give here, you need to use the file name here. Dot, you will see all the functions in the file are now visible in the other file, which is hello.py. So let's use this add function, and I'm going to just give two parameters here. And also let's use the multiply function from the my functions file. So the file name and the method name or the function name, and let's give two parameters here also, and that's it. So it's that simple to create your own modules and import them into other files in Python. Now when I run this program, it's going to give me the addition and the product of these two arguments which I have provided here. Now let's say your my functions file is in some other directory. So let me create a directory. So I'm going to right click here and then I'm going to create a directory and I'm going to name it as dir and then click OK. And now I'm going to move this myfunctions.py file into the new directory. So I'm going to just right click and cut from here this file, and I'm going to just paste this file into the dir directory. Okay, so let me just click OK here. And as soon as I do this, you will see here PyCharm is intelligent enough to refactor this code, and now it has given us the correct import. Okay, so if this myfunctions file is in some directory, then you use this type of notation. So you write from and then your directory name and then import keyword and then your file name. So you can see this is the directory name and this is the file name. So I use from directory name import file name, and when I run the code once again, it's going to give me the same answer. Now there is one more way of writing the same notation, and that is using the import. So use import keyword and then write the name of your directory dot the name of your file. So directory dot the file name, and then you use this name in place of your my function name. Okay, and once again when you run the code, it runs fine. Now sometimes you might feel that this is a long name, and Python have the solution for it also. So it turns out that you can rename your file using a keyword called as. So after the import, so import directory name dot file name as, and then you can provide your name. For example, my functions, I will just name it as mf. Okay, and now I can use this mf name instead of this big name, and this will also work fine. So either you can import from your file which is inside the directory using this notation, or you can use this notation. You can also write as in front of this notation also. So from directory name import file name as whatever name you want to give here, and this you can use to call your function using this dot notation. Now this was the easy stuff, and I have just written here the two functions and then imported these two functions into the other file. But what if I have multiple classes? I haven't shown you how to import files which have classes in them. So let's see how to import the Python files which have classes inside them. So I'm going to close these two files, and in the last video I have shown you how to use inheritance in Python, and we have created this class polygon and two other classes, which is triangle and the rectangle class, and this might be right now the perfect candidate to import into some other file. So I'm going to create two more files. One is the rectangle file, so I'm going to just right click and create a Python file, and I'm going to name it as rectangle, and I'm going to create one more file with the name of triangle. So right click, new Python file, and the name is triangle.py, and let me create the fourth file, which I'm going to name it as main, and this will be our main file in which we will import all these classes. So in my polygon class, I will just leave this polygon class, and I will just transfer this rectangle class into the rectangle.py file, and this triangle class into triangle.py file. And also this was the instantiation of the rectangle and triangle class which we have done. So I will transfer this code into our main.py file. Okay, so now we have a polygon.py file in which we have the polygon class, and then we have the rectangle class inside rectangle.py, and also we have the triangle class into the triangle.py file, and rest of the code we have inside the main.py. Now, when you go to the rectangle.py, you will see that it's inheriting from the polygon class. That means we need to import polygon class into the rectangle.py file. So how to import it? You can use from and then the file name, which is polygon, and then use import keyword and use the name of the class, which is polygon, and you will see that this error is gone. And same we will do inside the triangle.py file in order to import the polygon class into the triangle.py file. So this is the file name. So from file name, import the class name. Now when I go to the polygon class, we don't need to import anything here because it's a superclass and there is no import needed here. Let's go to the main.py file, and here you will see red squiggly line under rectangle and triangle class because we haven't imported this triangle.py and the rectangle.py into our main.python file. So the procedure is same. From your file name, which is first of all rectangle, import the name of the class, which is rectangle. Same we will do for the triangle class. So from the triangle file name, triangle.py, and then import and then the name of the triangle class. And you will see as soon as you do this, the error is gone. So now there is no red squiggly line under any of the code. So now let's run the code. So I'm going to just go to the main.py file, and I'm going to right click on this main.py file, and I'm going to just click on run main, which is going to run the program, and it's going to print the result, which is the area of rectangle and the area of the triangle. So in this way you can import the py file which have classes inside them. So this is how you create your own modules in Python and import them into other Python files. I hope you have learned something new this time, and I will see you in the next video.